Oh shoot, what did I just do? Okay. Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net to see about me, see our products, place an order. You can join my team. You can sign up to do a workshop. You can reach out to me and any questions, either here or through the webpage, and I will do my best to help you. Okay, this week I have been sharing you the He's All That suite. And for my Fun Fold Friday today, I'm going to show you like a wallet card that can be made into a gift. Whoa, just knocked over something here. Great. It can be a gift card, okay? I did get the main information for this main idea from Rose Ward, but I also looked at some other things that other people had done, and so I've mixed and matched things. I've changed a few things, so to put it together in a way that I liked, and you can do the same. Okay, so here is the outside. And then here is the inside. And this pulls up, so you could put, a sentiment there. You do more of a sentiment here. So, like, if you want, I was thinking, like, for example, we've got Happy Birthday to a Classic. We've got, where was it? Wishing you a Happy Father's Day. We even have some Together for the Long Haul. Every Day with You is Another Adventure. Holy smokes, you're amazing. So any of those you could put, here. Like these were some of the little from the die. Those are die cuts. What did I just had them here? Oh, here it is. They are these little die cuts, okay? And I could have done them in the darker brown, but I did those in black so they stand out a little more. And I just used this stamp, To the Man Who Does Everything. Okay, love this guy. And then if you want it on the inside, you could put one of these others. You could write a personal message. One of these you could have on if it's for Father's Day or birthday. Happy birthday to a classic. Wishing you a happy Father's Day. Or it could be one of these other, holy smokes, you're amazing. So any of those, any combination, you could put them in here. Now, and then here's for a gift card. Okay. Now, when Rose did it, hers is a little bit deeper than mine. I didn't want it quite that deep. And this idea I got from someone else, and actually the way she did it, I put this little, this and this are die cuts from the paper. She almost made it look like, how in a wallet it'll have name, address, that kind of stuff. So the person, which one did that, I'm not sure now because I looked at a few different ones. I looked at Sam Calcott, May, and Tamatha Lures, something like that. Anyway, and this other lady, I didn't catch her name. She just said her site was called, I wrote it down here, I thought. Of course, now I'm not going to. Anyway, it was like under a different name, it wasn't under her name, and she didn't really say her name. And she actually, that one was a totally different, I'm not even using it here, so I shouldn't even mention her because that was a totally different wallet. So sorry about that. Anyway, so one of the ladies did, I think it was May, weird, I had it here, so let me just find it. Whoops, as I drop everything. She she, instead of having the two separate ones like this, like Rose had, she did one almost like, she called it like the bill, the dollar bill type thing. So she did it the whole length, and but you still can stamp on it, basically the same. One of the things I thought with having it like this is it does make it it's a little bit more difficult to fold it. These because it's kind of bulky, so I kind of like this idea. But I wanted to show you because that's something else. Oh, I don't know what I got on there. Something else you could do. Okay, and I also thought about, sometimes I have seen people, like some wallets too will have, like they might have a little slit here and it doesn't go all the way, and not necessarily a men's wallet, but I've seen that before. Or, you could, if you wanted, you even could, instead of putting it all the way across here, whoops, it's coming up, you could even just do half of it, and then it will give you a little less bulk there. So there's all sorts of ideas, okay, and then this does have DSP on the outside. So let me just kind of show you how we put this together. Just at least the basic part of it. Let me pull all this out of the way. Now, here it is. So you're going to start with, I'm going to do this time, I think I'm going to do this paper. Okay, so let me move some stuff out of my way here so I can actually have room. I'm going to keep this right here. So, all right. So these are, you're going to have, you want it 10 inches long. So I'm going to start by taking my 8.5 by 11 and cutting it down to 8.5 by 10. That goes over there. Then you're going to have, so this is going to be one at 3 inches, so 3 by 10, and one at 4 inches, so 4 by 10, and then that leaves you with like about 1.5 by 10. That's what you're left with. Then these you're going to score at 5 inches. Yep. And this one at 5 inches. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to do all my cutting and scoring right now. So then I'm going to want my designer series paper. Now I have to think about this because this has, so it's going to go, this is going to go this way. So that's going to be 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So 4 3/4, because this is 4 3/4. That's 5 inches, so you're going to want it 4 3/4 that way. And then it's going to be, so just double check my measurements here, 3 3/4. I will later come back and 3 3/4, 3 3/4. So there we got those. And then for the inside, and this one I'm going to do in Sahara sand, I believe. Do I have, because that's the color on there. So let me just, I may have some the right size. Let me just see. For that I'm going to need 3 by 4. So what's this? That's 3 by 4. Do I have another 3-inch one here? I don't think I do. I have to cut another one. Let's see. So right now I'm just gonna do the one right now, and then I'll show you the other later. And if you wanted to do it all the way across like this, it would be, this one she had it at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 9. So, all right. And let me just make sure. Sahara sand. I don't have another. So But I wanted to show you something, someone else, oh no, I wouldn't do that. So let me just do this part. I may come back and cut a little more in a few minutes here. I'm going to try and pay attention to the time. Oh my, here it is. I know my bone folder is right here. Oh my goodness. So you want to, both of these you're going to want to burnish really well. And then you're going to fit them into each other like this. Okay. So then, because you want something that's really sturdy, you're going to want to put tear and tape on this. And you're going to want them just on 3 edges because you want to be able to put something in the top. Okay. So it's going to be along each end. If you don't have tear and tape, you can use liquid glue. I would not recommend using a tape runner because they tend to not be quite as strong. So either this or a very thin line of liquid glue. Or the red line tape, if you have red line tape instead of tear and tape, that also will work. You know, something that gives you a little more. And actually, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to kind of bend this to give us a little more leeway there when we put it in. It may not make a big difference, but it might make it just a little bit easier when you're. And then I burnish this. You can either burnish it like with your bone folder. If you have one of your take your pick tools, you can even use this end. Just whatever you use, you just want to really burnish that down well so that when you take the this tape off, and you want a little, you don't have this, you could also use the edge of your scissor, you know, your scissor point. Okay. And actually, I'm going to open this up. And if there's anything like over the ends, I always put it like there, it has a little bit, push it back on itself. All right. So then I'm going to do this also to see if this helps me to line this up. You want those 3 edges and then this way. And sometimes, just trying to, there. I did it flat on my other one. I want to see if this makes a little bit of a difference here, having folded that when I went to put it. Maybe, maybe not. Because the biggest thing is you want to make sure it's right over in here. Okay, now you can leave it like this, but you know, a lot of wallets are rounded. So I have this as a corner rounder. I had another one. Oh wait, maybe this is it. I just found it, I think. Because we discontinued this, but any type of corner rounder you can use. So I'll use this one here. Again, the other one does it a little easier, but didn't get this lined up quite exactly here. So I'm just going to trim this down just a smidge. Sometimes it seems like we do miss lining it up perfectly. So there, those edges are all rounded. And then you can do the same on these 2 sides. And then on the back, it's going to be there. So it'd be those two sides. If you wanted, you could also round this side. There's my, but I didn't do, I just rounded these two. But you could do the other if you wanted. Okay, so here's, I want to make sure I got these going the right direction here. And these just, I'm going to just do this. Oh, okay. Every now and then, any of these tape runners seem to do it. Let me grab my, maybe I will do this with the glue. Now that I did that, I want to, oh my goodness. No tape runner was here. Just make sure, probably don't need that because the tape runner was there now. Make sure I got the top. Okay, and this is, the top is there. So this is the back. And if you want, you can do it just on the front. You don't necessarily have to put this on the back if you don't want to. I was thinking more, a little bit more like a wallet. It's usually the same, but you don't have to. You can just do it on one side if you want. One of the ladies, instead of using DSP, she did another layer of cardstock that was the same color, but she ran it through an embossing, with an embossing folder, so it gave it dimension. So that was different, you know, something a little different too. Or you could even just do that maybe if you wanted, although then you'd see it on this side. So anyway, now, did I not? Okay. All right, did I drop the, oh, I know, I didn't. Now, when Rose made the little piece for here, she used a piece that was 2 by 4 1/4. And then I decided I wanted a little bit more. So this is like 1 1/2. So that's a 1/2 inch smaller than she did. But then if I do this, then I don't have to do another one. Okay. So that was, make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, 2 by 4. So it's 4 1/4. So it's a little bit smaller. And then this will go right here. Now, if you want, you also could put some of your paper there, some of your DSP there, which I actually think I like it just because with this one. Let me just see. I think I have a smaller piece here already. Get a hold of it. So this is going to be, so I want it 4, where's my ruler? Make sure I'm doing this right, because I didn't think about this part before. So 4 3/4. Wait, what's this, 4? Oh, that's 4. Let me just try 4 by, see, so that was 4 by, and how big is this? 4 by, am I going to, oh, did I do that right? Yeah, I'm going to make it right. To make it be, I just think I cut it the wrong way. Wait, do I just want, so let me just figure this out, and then I could have had it be a little wider, but, so this is 3 inches, right? So let's make it, let me try 2 3/4. Does that look like it might be okay? Actually, no, I think I want 2 1/2. So, all right, we can do this. So I'm going to do 2 like that. So this is 2.5, right? That's what I did, 2.5. Oh, my mind. So I hadn't thought about this before, but I decided I did want to do this just to give us a little bit of a contrast. And this could either tape runner or you could do glue. Put that right there. And that's it. Okay, to give us a little contrast inside on this. And will this fit on there? Well, it goes over a little bit, but that's okay. It'll still work. And then for this, where's my, right here. Because I don't want it really much, I can't really put it, if I put it much smaller, maybe I could put it, yeah, so you can't, and have room to put the, that's, let me see here. So I put that this way. How this is no good. This is no, and it's like, okay, that is 3 3/8. So we make this. So this was, wait. So I wanted a little small. That was a 4. So I do this 3 1/4. That'll be okay. There, that'll work. Put this just like this. Okay, and then you're going to use the tear and tape on 3 sides again. This is what happens when I get going. Sometimes, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know, sometimes I change my mind a little bit about what I'm doing. Let me just do this so I don't have to worry about getting this on the table top here. I'm messing up something else I do in a little bit. So again, you're going to put these along the edges. And burnish those down so that that it's sticking well. Oh, where's my, here it is. Take the side off first. I didn't realize I overlapped that a little bit there. Okay. And put this down like that. And then you see this, whoop, did I put it the wrong way? No, there, it just was a little tight. Oh goodness, I scared myself. Oh, I maybe did get that a little shorter than I should have, but there. So that'll go in there. Okay, and then, so this should have maybe been just a smidge longer, but that's okay. So that's where the card can go. And then over here, now, you can put, you know, little, we really could even just stamp on that. You could add one, an embellishment. Okay, and then these are the ones that go here. And try one that's, oh, that's a little different color. I don't know what color that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be the same color, but it was not. There. All right, well, I'm just going to stick this here. These are a little. All right, this one's a little smaller, but that's right. You'll still get the idea. Like this. Okay, so you want to put a little something there. So this one I'm going to do in the Cajun Craze. And, which I better clean this off. Didn't realize I hadn't cleaned those off. And I'm just trying to think, what am I going to say here? Maybe on this side. wishing you a happy Father's Day. So that can just go just like that. Okay, over here, maybe I'll just do the, where is it? Now, of course, I'm not finding what I wanted. Did I drop it? Oh, no, here it is. Here it is. Once again, do the Hello Handsome. Have this be up near the top. They can come right there. Okay, and then you could put, or if you wanted, because I don't have any bills in here, but you could put, or these could be, no, they'll stick out anyway. I didn't know if it could fit that way. Anyway, because I messed that up a little bit. There. So there's this part. Then on the outside, I'm going to say, that says happy birthday, so I want that one. I'm going to say, I think I'm going to say, holy smokes, you're amazing. So here I've got this. I close this up. I want this. And actually on this one, I think I'm going to do this one in the early espresso. Holy smokes, you're amazing. And where did I put the, and then real quickly here, this and this around here. Hopefully that's up where you can see it. Okay, if I can get a hold of everything here. There. And put this right here. And I'm going to pop it up, I think, with a couple dimensionals. Give it a little more presence. And actually, if you wanted, you could even maybe put a, which I'm not going to, wait, do I have one? I got this one. Let me see. How does this look if I put it on here? And actually, I put them on here, so I'm just going to pop it up on there. I could have glued that down on there and then put those on. Put that just like that there. And since I'm doing this a little backwards, it'll still be all right. So there's that. And where did I put the, here we go. And I put some of these on here to, there's my, here it is. Two, and I'm going to put one, whoop, maybe, right in the middle here. So there's that. Oop, I got a little extra something here. There. So there's that. And I do have a few other pieces here. I'm going to try and do this a little quickly and maybe show you something someone else did. So these are all cut, okay? There's still, this is 10, this is 4, and this one I'm putting, this paper is from something I'm going to show you, I believe I will show you next week. It's called, get the right name here, Texture Chic. So you get a little preview of stuff, and look at that back. But I'm going to use this side. It's a little hard sometimes to cover up this gold, but you know what I needed? I needed it to be a little bit So you can see it's not just men that we make. Oh wait, I didn't do this. That's all right. It doesn't matter. It's on the back. Okay, there's that. And where's my... So you saw this was the same. You're gonna put these on 3 edges. Okay. Fold this to see if I can get it. Maybe it'll help it sit a little better than if I just did it flat. Maybe not. I don't know if it really makes any difference. I'm just trying it. Okay. And again, I just had, right, especially when I'm hurrying, I don't always, like right now I misplaced my take your pick tool, but it's got to be right here. You're probably seeing it, and I not, because I have 2 take your pick tools here, but the other one that I see there does not have the pointy. So I'm using my scissors, like I said you could also do, right there. All right, now try this. Hopefully my head's not in the way here. I'm realizing these seem to come over just a little bit, so I'm not doing something quite right here. I don't know if I can, but anyway, so you might want to even trim this just a little, like 1/8 of an inch, even smaller. And it's probably just because they're folded in each other that it puts it out just a little bit. But anyway, so there's that. And what I wanted to show you was someone wanted to have, you know how some of them have like three little pockets. So this person did that here. Now let me just see. And so again, you're going to do this on the 3 sides. Just like this. Each of these will be on. I'm going to do all of them at once. So that one I overlapped it, but I can. Whoop. I don't want it sticking to my finger. Try this a different way. Oh, there's the take your pick tool, and somehow it's way over there. Okay, 1. So on all of these, I'm going to do 3 edges again. Okay. Found it. Here it is. Actually, I like the way this burnishes it a little better. And this one. Okay. This one I messed it up. I overlapped it a little. So let me just see if I can get this up just in there to get that out. Now I'm going to take them all off and I'll show you, you know, this is going to be the best way to do it. But so she did, when she showed it, she did them each individually, but I realized, I think I can do it this way. Let me just get these off first. So you can either put this one on first, then the next one on, the next one on, or you could do it like this. Line them up here. This, and then this one. So if you wanted here, you could have like 3 different things. I'm going to pretend this is, you know, this maybe right here. Let me do this here. You had a couple different types of gift cards, or you want to put a little sentiment, extra sentiment in one. You know, that's a little too big. So let me see. So, or maybe you want to give some cash and some gift cards, or, you know, or as I said, this you could have maybe a little bit of cash, a gift card, and then in this one's a little too big, but just for interest's sake, let me just see. I have a piece of white here I can use. Yeah, let me just. This might be a little bit big the other way, but about there. I think that's about right. Oh, except I moved it. Silly me. Okay. And this could go, oh, I didn't get it quite right. Do it. So let's just see, you wanted to do, these could be here. This could be a little, oh my gosh, I can't get this. I thought I did it enough, and obviously I did not. Try that. Is that enough? I almost did this a 1/2 inch instead of a 1/4. Okay, so like maybe just slide this right in here, kind of hides those. You can make it even just a little shorter this way. I do want it just a little tight there, so a little shorter here, but it can kind of cover up the cards if you want, you know. And then you have this in back. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about, you know, then you have something else back here. Okay, and then one of the lady that did this, instead of putting something over there, you could just put a sentiment here. You may put this and, you know, maybe a little bit bigger piece. But what she did is she cut another piece of this, and let's see if I have some here. And then she, let's see. Okay, so that would be, she maybe did it. I'm just going to put this like there. So she did this about like this. And then she used a die to cut out the center. And she put a piece of window sheet in there. And then she put a picture behind that. So that would be something else you could do as well. So that's a few different, without, I'm not going to finish this all now because I've been going for close to 45 minutes. But you can see, like, it's kind of there's so many things you can do. You just take the basic and just change it a little, you know, improve on it or embellish it more. Okay, let me just see, where's my, so this was, okay, so here's, and even if you wanted, you could even just put a picture there. It doesn't necessarily have to be behind the plastic. So here's this one. I will finish this one up and put a still picture on of it, and I will give you the directions for the. I'll start with like the main one, and then I'll give you the some alternate things you can do. Okay, and if you, one of the ladies, even when this, she cut it, she had an extra little piece down here, but you could even do it with, make it with cardstock or even your DSP, and she just had it was a little narrower than that, and if you put that paper there, could even, if it's an extra piece, you could even glue it down under this, and then she brought it around, and you can use either Velcro or magnets, and then to like snap it closed, hold it closed. So there's, as I said, there's so many things that you can do. Okay, if you wanted, one lady did, it was actually cut just a little differently, but she basically did this in thirds, and then she had like the little fan folded on the side, so it opened like this, like the lid would come over like this. This was shorter. This would open, so it opened like this, and your pocket was down inside there. So I'm just saying that to say that once you get the basic thing, the sky's the limit with whatever you want to do to embellish it, to add or take away, little pockets, maybe pictures, and again, this could even have, could even just have the one down on there instead of having, it's the wrong color for this, but could even be one like that instead of having the two like here. Okay, so again, it's your project, so make it yours. Do exactly the way you want it. Maybe there's some things I did here you might want to mix and match, or gave you some ideas of some other things you can try. All right. So, okay, everybody, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I will be back on Tuesday, and I am planning at this point, unless something changes, to do the show you the other paper, the Texture Chic. Okay, so, okay, and also it's a suite, so I believe I have the whole suite, so I can show you that. Anyway, okay, until we meet again, everyone, happy crafting. Bye-bye.